Tonight, I start my memo on a note of pride. Pride for the motherland, Kenya. Last weekend, for 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds, the eyes of the world were in Vienna, trained on one man, Eliud Kipchoge, as he attempted a feat that no human has achieved, to run a marathon in under 2 hours. At the end of the race, as he saluted the crowd and lovingly hugged his wife, Grace, there are many Kenyans, including politicians, lining up to be identified with the winner, let alone the millions of Kenyans who cheered from a distance. Now, there's no doubt that this was the effort of an individual, a demonstration of the strong will of one man, Eliud Kipchoge. He aptly put it when he said, and I quote, "I do not run with my legs alone. I run with my heart and my mind. If you don't rule your mind will rule you." A day later, another Kenyan, Eliud Kipchoge, made history. She smashed a 16-year record when she ran the Chicago Marathon in 2 hours, 14 minutes. And she has promised to lower her record even further. We wish her all the best. After these heroic efforts by these distinguished Kenyans, we must now pause and ask what we can do for talented Kenyans like Eliud and Bridget and many others who never make it to the national, let alone the international limelight. Many of our sportsmen and women thrive against great odds to achieve great feats. Sadly, some of the obstacles they face are often the making of those in leadership. For instance, Bridget trains in a remote area of Elgeyo Marakwet. Campsite is at the border of two counties. The region has good altitude, but the training camps there lack the most basic thing, a track. This means that Bridget and other runners cannot use a track for what is called speed sessions and are sometimes forced to run on the roads, which in some instances are not in the best of shapes. They are then forced to use field in some of the schools in the area. In brief, they are all on their own. But when they make it big, we are quick to share in the glory. Some other athletes travel over 30 kilometers to use the Moi University track for speed training. Sad to say, Eliud Kipchoge is one of them. This is the true picture, ladies and gentlemen, an example of how we treat our champions. The very champions we are happy to flaunt in front of the whole world. The case is the same in other sporting disciplines. Instances of our sportsmen and women being stranded in airports abroad and having to stage sit-ins or failing to travel for competitions due to lack of funds is a common occurrence in our Kenya. I still remember the sturdy promise by the Jubilee government, a promise that is yet to be fulfilled. This is why tonight, I dare say, we have failed these great Kenyans. We have failed to accord them the most basic support we could ever give. Instead, we wait at the finish line to cheer. As we approach Mashujaa Day, my call is to the government to give these true Shujaas the push they need. After all, the Ineos Challenge proved that with support, our highly talented athletes can go on and do the impossible. We owe them that. This is the least we can do. That is my memo.